Long ago, war broke out between two races, humans and monsters.
Oh my god, we're playing Undertale again.
After a long battle, the humans emerged victorious and sealed the monsters underground. One day, a human climbed Mount Ebott and fell to the underground.
Probably fell because they were blind.
As they traveled the world below, they made many monster friends along the way. But at the end of their journey, the human vanished.
When the world needed him most.
Along with 6 human souls.
No, you mean 6 human souls!
And Asgore, king of the monsters, was destroyed. Ever since then, the monsters continue to look for a way to leave the underground. For if one human can become friends with monsters, then perhaps there is a chance for humans and monsters to exist peacefully together. As friends. As family. And maybe even...
Let's go!
Dating start! Okay, hey everybody, Alex and Logan here. Happy Valentine's Day. Hopefully we'll have this out in time. But we are playing a fan game made by name on Derpy Chocho. Yeah,
we'll put a link in the description.
Yeah, but this is an amazing visual novel fan game. Very well put together. I've already played it. Logan's going in blind, but we're gonna voice it again. This is just gonna be so much fun, and
we are going to
begin the game. Like I said, it's a lot like Undertale, and but it's like a visual novel where you fall in love with Sans the skeleton.
Yep. So we're gonna play a nice little dating sim. I know a lot about going on dates. I'm a master. I'm a pro. Just enjoy our date here today.
Valentine's
Day is tomorrow, and I'm going to be alone.
No, you won't. You'll have me.
That's worse.
Wow. No wonder you're alone.
I bought a cookie cake for myself.
That is so incredibly sad. Well, hopefully you'll have Sans to spend time with.
But here's the thing about not having anyone to share cookie cake with.
You can share it with me.
I get to eat all of it. Well, never mind then. Oh man, I can't wait till we have like a fan base and then people get to run wild.
Logan, we have a fan base. Thank you, everyone.
Please write fan fiction of us.
Okay.
No, but anyways, so, I've been doing a lot of dates recently. I've been playing a lot of Honey Pop 2, but I don't think this is going to involve Match 3, so.
No. Anyway, let's see. What should we name it? Should we name it you?
Well, that's what we did when we played Undertale, so maybe we should name it after you.
No, because I'm going to be voicing Sans, so and I'll let you make most of the choices. I'm going to get, same thing as we did in Undertale, guide you along to the most satisfactory ending, but all of the fun choices, that's all you.
All right. Well, then I suppose we will name our human.
Logan.
I just feel bad like I'm hogging all the
love.
Whoa! Obvious directions are north, south, and Logan.
Anyway, let's just go into it. You finally wake up after being unconscious for who knows how long.
It sounds like a typical morning.
The room is quiet, save for the rustling of golden flowers beneath you as you sit up. You sit still, taking in your surroundings. In your hand is a stick.
Am I gonna hit someone with it?
But not just any stick. It is the stick of legend, a Mount Ebott stick. It seems nice and sturdy, a bit heavy too.
So I can bludgeon someone.
A few whacks won't be able to break this thing.
Yeah!
You must have grabbed it while you were falling. Falling. That's right. You've fallen and you can't go back up. You had fallen.
I've fallen! And I can't get up!
And these golden flowers beneath you must have broken your fall.
Wow, those are some very, magical flowers to...
Well, you are in the underground with tons of monsters, and oh my gosh, that is the most disturbing sound.
Yeah, so by the way, I have a water bottle. It's supposed to have a straw in it, but I couldn't find the straw, so anytime I drink from it, it's just gonna make a weird noise, but anyways.
Ew. Granted, you still feel sore in some spots. Oof, what were you doing last night?
I'm not at liberty to say. Maybe I fell on the stick and that's why.
Oof, I thought you fell on your keys.
And now I'm just like reminded of like because I think like Maximilian Dude said it once where like when Tekken characters like get KO'd or whatever and they fall on the ground and then they do this like thing and it looks like they fell with their keys in their back pocket.
As you look up, the walls of this room climb higher and higher and higher. High as a kite and I just might stop and check
Wait,
you out.
We're getting high? That's not just any stick.
And with no end in sight.
Did I... Wait, have you ever heard of Ocarina of Time Dank %? It's a joke speedrun where they do a glitch to put an item in the ocarina slot, and they use the Deku stick, and they get it to burn so that it looks like Link is smoking a giant blunt.
Okay. The only way is forward.
Very slowly.
You can press the button.
Oh. Well, I just didn't want to miss anything.
Walking into the next room, you notice that it's quiet here, too. There's not much to expect except for a small patch of grass in the middle. Up ahead is a large stone doorway, much like the one you just walked through.
And then if you walk into it, you will be eaten by a Gru.
You get the feeling you're not alone. It's him.
In HD!
Howdy! I'm Flowey.
Wait, did
Flowey's? I don't know. I'm just gonna run with it. I'm Flowey. Flowey the flower.
I feel like I did Flowey's voice.
You've done it before. We kind of went between us.
You're new to the underground, aren't ya? Golly, you must be so confused. Someone ought to teach you how things work around here. After all, I can tell you're here for a very specific reason.
Don't look at me like that.
You're here to get laid. You're looking for love, right?
No.
Why, look at your LV. You only have a love of one.
One is the loneliest number.
One!
But from what I see in your soul...
But the soul still burns.
You have the potential for a max LV of 10.
Wow.
Wow, 10 friends on Facebook.
Oh, I thought this was implying that I was, like, cheating on someone with, like, 9 other people.
No, this isn't Persona 5 Royal.
Okay, yeah, this isn't Hoonie Pop.
Lucky for you, I can help you out. I have plenty of love to give.
I don't want that from you.
But only if you want it.
Okay.
So how about it? Do you want some love?
You could say no.
No.
You
know what? You read it.
You shake your head, rejecting Flowey's offer.
No. Didn't anyone ever teach you it's rude to refuse a gift?
Remember, kids, if a stalker professes their love, it's rude to turn them down.
Or are you scared?
Of commitment? Yes.
I promise these friendliness pellets, definitely not roofies,
They look like fireflies.
are chock full of nothing but pure love and chloroform.
Yeah, is that like the love that they put in those special brownies that they give out? Okay.
All you have to do is stand still so they touch your soul.
That sounds like a good way to get an infection.
Easy, right? Here we go.
Dodge. The bullets start towards you.
Oh.
And you dodge out of the way.
Whatcha! You know what's going on here, don't you?
I can do it.
Okay, well, because I distinctly remember ruining my throat.
Yeah, let's save your throat, buddy. You got voices.
Well, I was gonna say I could do Angry Flowey, but whatever.
I can
Keep going.
do it.
Okay.
You just wanted to see me suffer. Die!
Flowey's laughter fades as the circle of bullets closes in on you.
Oh, if only I could move on the Z-axis.
The gaps in the circle grow smaller and smaller until there's no escape. You
Can't escape from crossing fate.
You feel the bullets singe your entire being as they hover right above your soul.
I hate when that happens.
You shut your eyes tight.
Might as well just sleep. But nothing happens. Flowey is nowhere to be found. It was all a dream. Alright, game over. So that was a pretty nice episode, guys. Please like, comment, but you still feel like you're not alone.
You're never alone. Human.
Ah, my stick! The stick that was in your hand snaps in half like it was nothing. That was my only friend! You feel a presence behind you, waiting. And a voice seems to breathe right into your ear.
Don't you know how to greet a new pal? Turn around and shake my hand.
Taking a deep breath, you turn around cautiously. But all you see is a silhouette. The shadow extends a hand to you. Then, after gathering the courage to do so, you reach out to take the stranger's hand.
The old whoopee cushion in the hand trick.
Ah, you got me.
It's always funny. I'm Sans. Sans the
How
skeleton.
does he wink?
Can you believe that guy? Good thing he decided to leave you alone. I murdered him. So, you're a human, right? Wow.
You know, I would like to have this experience sans any puns.
Oh, just you wait and buckle in.
Ba-dum-dum.
Okay. I haven't seen a human down here since the last human that fell down here.
Real helpful.
You wouldn't happen to know that human, would you? Actually, don't answer that. It was kind of a weird question. It's not like every human that falls into the underground knows each other, right? It's not like you guys have a secret support group or anything.
Why do you have mitts?
Because he lives in the cold.
Oh, I thought the artist just didn't want to draw fingers.
No, that's just how he's always been portrayed.
Yeah,
Remember Smash?
Oh yeah, just bony fingers.
Anyway, I pass by here every day to check if any humans have fallen.
It's a very specific hobby.
Don't worry, kiddo. I'm not going to capture you or anything. I'm just going to take you to see a friend of mine.
I'm just going to capture you.
I'm sure she'd love to see another human. She used to check the ruins for humans herself.
We're just going to gawk at you.
Lately, though, she's been pretty busy. So I've been helping her out, leading humans through the ruins. But you look like you're pretty independent, right?
I'm a strong, independent woman who don't need no man.
Why don't you go on ahead without me? I'll catch up with you. Sans saunters away and through the doorway you just came from? You decide not to question it and continue towards the doorway up ahead.
The next few rooms are quiet, save for the crinkling leaves and soft splashing of water. You feel like you're wandering aimlessly, climbing up stairs and walking down hallways. The path seems simple enough, beginning to end, and yet it meanders along its journey. Up and down, side to side.
These skeletons are now alive.
Up and down and all around. In one room, there are switches clearly marked as correct, and one tempting switch that isn't. Thankfully, you don't have to do anything here. The path is already clear. And eventually, you make it into a smaller room. Sans is already standing there. Standing there. It should say sansing there. Smiling at you.
Hey, there you are. What took you so long? So, I was asked to help you feel more comfortable talking to monsters. So, I get it. Some of us can really rattle your bones, huh?
Doom doom. I think I'm adding like one more note to that than should be. Thanks, Simon Whistler from Business Blaze. You've ruined my rim shots, but whatever.
The old lady said there'd be a dummy in this room. But, I don't see one.
I see one.
Shut up and stop looking at me. Guess we'll just have to improvise. I'll be the dummy. After all, you could call me a bit of a numbskull.
No.
Your breath sweat catches in your throat as your soul leaps out. Okay, kid, it's really simple. All you gotta do is strike up a friendly conversation. Easy enough, right? Okay, the song that might play when you might fight Sans is what's happening right now, and I am glad that that song finally got put to use in this, because you never get to hear it in the actual game. Anyway, do whatever you want here, buddy.
How about yeah, you make a bad pun about skeletons. I bet it was real humorous. I'm sorry.
Sans seems to have heard it already, but he chuckles anyway. Nice one, kiddo. You ask Sans how he's doing. Sans simply shrugs. I can't complain. I got a ton of stuff done today. A skeleton! You wink at Sans.
With my flesh eyelid and not my weird bone
Eyes.
Ah.
Sans winks back at you. What? Got something in your eye? You ask Sans about his hobbies. Sans shrugs again. Hobbies, huh? Does napping count?
Competitive napper. Make a terrible pun.
Not bad. You're pretty humorous, huh?
I said that already!
Yeah. Go for the KO. Flirt with him. You tell Sans you like his smile. You swear his smile widens. To tell you the truth, it's hard for me not to. Wait, dude, flirt again. Do it.
Okay.
Do it, you coward. You ask Sans to remind you what the hip bone's connected to. His eyelids shrink for a split second before he regains his composure. Hey, now. I think that's enough practice.
Hey, Sans. Are you, hip with the kids these days?
Jeez. You feel your soul retreat back into your chest. It's only now you realize that your heart is racing. Good news, bad news, kiddo. The bad news is, you could have had a better conversation with me.
Well...
The good news is, you'll never have to engage in an encounter just to interact with someone.
Oh, that's good.
That'd just be silly. And don't worry too much about making the right choice. Just say and do what feels right when the time comes. No one's gonna judge you. I mean, unless you really screw up.
I'm definitely not thinking about my life. All right. I'd go home and rethink my life, but I'm already home.
Relax, buddy. It was just a joke. You'll be fine.
Or was it?
Well, guess I should be taking you back to new home. Don't worry. It's not too far. Not when I know a shortcut. Follow me.
Set me free. Trust me and we will escape from the city. You don't even have a second to think of how illogical it is. The second you step foot through the doorway, you fall into nothingness. I hate when that happens.
Dark, yet darker. You feel like you're floating and falling at the same time. Weightless. You try to look at your hands. They aren't there.
I'm disappearing.
But you can still feel them. Your reflex is to find something to grab onto, to ground yourself.
To underground myself?
There's nothing to hold on to. There's nothing. Period. But in the blink of an eye, Your surroundings change.
Teleportation is an interesting thing.
Your legs buckle as your feet touch the ground once again. Hey, kiddo, you okay? You try to gather your bearings, but your legs wobble, causing you to buckle once again.
Sans, I think from this, I think this perspective implies that we're standing on the wall.
I got you, kiddo. Sand slides next to you, acting as a wall of support to keep you standing. Careful there. Shortcuts can be pretty disorienting the first time around. You finally manage to plant your feet on the ground, holding yourself up as best you can. Sensing your steady stance, Sand steps away.
You and your tongue twisters.
It gets easier each time. Don't worry.
As a skeleton, I wouldn't have a tongue to twist.
Alright, this is all
Oh,
you.
Sans, is that you?
Hey,
Oh.
yeah, Tori. I got someone I'd like you to meet.
Oh, is that so?
Ugh.
I'm in HD now!
I don't really like her design this game. This game is very well made, but I'm just not a fan of how Toriel and Undyne look.
A human? Oh my! You know, I like to make pies with human meat! She flocks to your side, and you feel her very presence towering over you. Why, hello, my child! Though, I suppose you seem to be much older than a human child, are you not?
Yeah, Mom, I'm an adult now.
I mean, legally I'm an adult, but like in terms of how I act and such, I might as well be like 3. Still, I can't help but use that term of endearment. Though I hope that is all right.
I found the human near the beginning of the ruins.
Toriel's arms, fuzzy and warm, wrap around you in a protective hug. Oh, you poor innocent one. Do not be afraid. You are safe here. You know, unless you happen to get made into a pie with human meat.
No, that's just what she did with the bodies in the original game with all the other kids that died.
Maybe that's where all of Sans' flesh went.
Ew.
Nah. Obviously.
No, because in this world, skeletons are made with magic and bones.
Yeah, also Ness is still alive and in Smash Brothers, so clearly... She lets go and you finally take note of the cozy home you're in. The smell of buttery pie crust, a pie made with human meat, wafts through the air, lingering on your nose.
It smells like ham.
That's gonna... so this is... Oh, yeah, they do say that human flesh tastes like pork.
Well, buttery.
Yeah, that's why they call it the long pig. But, don't ask why I know what human flesh tastes like. It's not from personal experience, okay?
Oh, jeez.
Not yet, anyway. But... Implied cannibalism. But before you can get lost in the scent of human meat, the goat lady coaxes you out of your trance with her gentle eyes. This is gonna be like every time we see a pie in a game, we're gonna start saying that, and then we're just gonna be like, if you don't get the joke, you're not an OG Console Warriors legend.
Also, those eyes are haunting me.
Yeah, not the cold, dead, unblinking skeleton eyes.
No.
Be there.
No, that's fine. It's just those eyes of the goat.
My name is Toriel, and I am the caretaker of New Home.
She's also the queen. Bow down, puny human.
Oh, Sans, there is absolutely no need for formalities. Do not focus on my title, my child. I am just a silly old lady who worries too much. Go away, Sans. Speaking of, please allow me to check if you have any injuries. That's fine. You can keep your hands off me. I promise I will not harm you. She hovers her hands over you, hesitant almost, as if you're made of glass. You don't appear to have any major injuries. That's incredible considering the height of Mount Ebbitt's Peak. Thank goodness you're all right.
Looks like you got things taken care of here. I should get going.
Are you sure you do not wish to stay a little longer, Sans? I have some snail pie left over from this morning if you'd like.
Yeah, I know. Snails, that's your code word, right?
Well, how about... Well, I'm sorry, ma'am, but I'm gonna have to escargot.
Shut up, Logan. Nah, I'm okay. As much as Pie would like to that very much. Sorry.
As much as Pie would like that very much. Oh.
My brother gets kind of crusty without his bedtime story. Press the button.
Oh, man. also, you know, it makes sense that these two would like pies. I mean, after all, look at their complexion. They're both pastry white and pale. I'm sorry, that was terrible. Your puns! Your puns! Wrong your puns are always so fulfilling! Thank you for looking after the human, Sans. We do need to keep the meat in good condition.
Okay.
Why? Because I always criticize spelling errors.
No, because you just suck.
I mean, I knew
You're
that.
wonderful. Go on.
Have a good night.
Sure thing, Tori. Night.
Oh, I don't want to get between you two.
No, their relationship isn't like that in this timeline.
Oh.
Sans walks up to you and places a friendly hand on your shoulder. Take care of yourself, kid.
Get your hand off my shoulder.
And Sans takes his leave.
It's time to go, and so it is.
Toriel squeezes your hand affectionately.
Well, my child, tomorrow I will be at the ruins on royal business. You're free to explore the underground on your own. I apologize I cannot be with you on your first day here. But worry not, the monsters will not harm you. I'm sure that you will get along just fine with everyone. They all know that you will taste better once you're inside the pie, so they won't do anything to you until then.
Can we drop the human meat pie joke for now? I think we're
Perhaps
overplaying.
you will become good friends with some of them. For now, however, you should get some rest. It's been a long day, has it not? Come! I will show you to your room. Toriel takes your hand and leads you down a hallway. All along the hallway are golden flowers. They're similar to the ones that broke your fall earlier. Once you both reach the end of the hallway, Toriel stops at the last door and leads you inside. Here you are. Please make yourself at home. There are some pajamas on the bed that you can change into. Don't ask how I know your size. She gestures to the neatly folded stack of pajamas at the foot of the bed. I can wash your clothes so you have something to wear tomorrow. Also, you'll find a special treat when you wake. She embraces you once again, swaying with you in a silent lullaby. I know it can be daunting being in a new world without anyone you know. Oh, perhaps I can tell you a bedtime story to put you at ease. It's called The Ugly Barnacle.
Okay.
Go ahead and change into the pajamas. I will be right back with some hot chocolate.
This is one of the few things that I feel uncomfortable about with this. I mean, like I said, I enjoyed this. This is a really well made game, but like the fact that you're supposed to be like older than a kid, and then you have her treating you like one. Still... I'm like that's totally in character for her, but I feel uncomfortable with that.
Yeah, kind of comes across as.
And then there's still the whole romance thing. So like that, there's like this huge dissonance there.
Yeah.
It's just a little weird.
Yeah, Toriel steps out of the room, leaving the door open just a crack. You kick off your shoes and change into the pajamas, setting aside your clothes at the foot of the bed. Then you clumsily climb into bed and pull the blanket over you. Oh, she has glasses?
Yeah, she's always had glasses.
Oh, I guess I just forgot. Eventually, Toriel returns with a mug of hot chocolate. A handful of mini marshmallows sits atop a dollop of whipped cream. That's more than a dollop. She hands it to you and you take a sip.
Deltarune.
The rich, warm chocolate makes you feel like you're drinking a comforting hug. Okay? If you are settled, my child, I've brought a story to read to you. It's called The Little Snail and the Big New Town. Toriel tucks the covers around you so you are nice and snug. She then sits on the edge of the bed. Once upon a time, there was a little snail that moved to a big new town.
He was so ugly that everyone died.
Just a small town snail! At first, the snail was scared. They didn't know what they wanted to do in this new place. And the snail felt very lonely. But one day, the snail met some very nice friends. They made them feel very welcome. They even met a special friend whom they grew very close to. With these newfound friends, the little snail wanted to explore everything. Eventually, because it was very slow, they watched a movie. An unspecified movie. They had a picnic in the park where they ate unspecified food. They even got to watch fireworks on top of an unspecified building.
Why does it need to be unspecified?
Because she doesn't specify.
Well, it's a little kid story.
Okay, and though the town was still very big for a little snail, the snail didn't feel so lonely anymore. The end.
I mean, should she say, the snail went and saw Deadpool 2, and it had a Big Mac at McDonald's, and then blew up the Empire State Building.
Okay, that wasn't in the story. I didn't realize the snail was like a terrorist.
What?
The snail decided that enough was enough, and that civilians would need to know the pain that he had felt.
The salt that he carried deep within.
The snail decided to put the salt on everyone.
He was so salty. Okay, let's get on with it.
With a smile, Toriel closes the book. I hope you enjoyed the story.
Yeah, it got really, really interesting on the second
Yeah.
telling.
I don't know what the shell was going on there, but...
Is this just what you're gonna do now? I love you, man.
Yeah.
No, get on with it.
Alright, I know you're probably too old to listen to bedtime stories, then why did you do it?
Bro, I'm 19.
I have a disorder that requires me to act like a mother to people.
No, I just have severe trauma from losing all my children. I mean, think about it. She's lost at least, 9 kids.
Yeah. But I thought it would help you feel more at home. Oh god, she's like one of those people that buys those super realistic baby dolls and, For now, please try to get some rest. I will be here if you need me, with my mouth agape. Good night.
It's up to you. It doesn't.
Good night, Mom! Did you just call me... Mom? Call me whatever you like.
Yeah, I didn't feel comfortable
All right,
enough.
Stankfoot.
I didn't feel comfortable enough calling her that because,
just wanted
like
to
I said, you're supposed to be older.
Yeah, I just wanted to see how she'd react. But I mean, she says that we can call her whatever we like, so I mean,
it's just weird.
I could call her Poopfoot McGee for all she cares.
Poopfoot McGee.
So that was like from a story back in high school. One of my classmates told me about this kid she knew in elementary school who like pooped in his pants and then just like shook it out of his pant leg. So I was like, you should. And so that's where I was like, I would have just called him Poopfoot McGee for like the rest of school.
Okay, let's just get on.
Anyways, after you finish the hot chocolate, which is not poop, Toriel takes the empty mug from you. Standing up, she places the storybook on the shelf. Then she picks up the clothes you left at the foot of the bed.
Wow, you're really a jerk already. Just leaving your clothes all over the floor.
Yeah.
We pick up and put them in the hamper in this household.
Sweet dreams, my child.
You'll be a sweet pie in the morning. I mean, I'll leave you a sweet pie in the morning.
The lights linger a little longer. But with a flip of a switch, They're out.
And the sound of the door closing signals Toriel's leave. A wave of exhaustion washes over you as you finally allow sleep to claim you.
You pull out your phone and you start skilling on RuneScape Mobile.
Oh, here, I thought you were checking
No.
Tinder.
No.
Because now the dating is starting.
It's morning when you wake. At least, it feels like it's morning. It's hard to tell when the sun has nowhere to seep through. Oh man, isn't that like...
That's like the worst
That's
thing
like
about
a
them living underground.
I was gonna say, that's like a psychological torture technique they use.
Why do you think
like...
everyone wants to escape the underground, man? Because that is torture.
Yeah, that's like literally a thing that like people do to torture.
Yeah, remember Portal 2? She's like, I just, you've been doing this for days. I just pump adrenal vapor into your oxygen.
That's just, yeah, that's like a cult practice or something. Your body feels well rested, continuing to sink into the soft mattress in hopes of staying there, and eventually being consumed and absorbed
into the mattress.
Into your fluffy doom. As you glance around the room, you notice something on top of the bookcase. Pulling off the covers, you slip out of bed. There's a plate with a slice of pie. The aroma of Boudreaux scotch and cinnamon mingles in the air. I have to call it that because of Homestar Runner. Thanks, Strong Bad.
B-scotch.
B-scotch. Right next to it are your clothes, washed and folded with a note on top. It says, "Be good, all right?"
Be good, alright.
You carefully set aside the note and change into your clothes. They're soft, with hints of linen and lavender. But the medley of butterscotch cinnamon pie calls to you.
Eat that sucker. Nothing good ever comes for saving it for later.
Yeah. It's just gonna spoil. You decide to eat the pie. Delicious harmonies of warmth and spice melt in your mouth. Just then you feel the faint presence of someone's soul buzzing about. You slip on your shoes and step into the hallway, curious of whom it could be. Glancing around, all you see are the golden flowers among the gray tones. There isn't anyone here. You decide to walk down the hallway until you reach the foyer. I never, which one is... With each step you take, the energy of the soul's presence gets more and more boisterous.
Who do you think it is?
I don't know, probably, Undyne or something. Until finally, it booms loud and clear, or... Yep.
It's the best character!
He's got animation!
He had animation in the original.
Yeah, I know.
Hold on, it's been a while since I've done the Papyrus voice regularly. Lady Asgore must have left already.
Look at my Pac-Man hands!
I'll just go ahead and... Oh my god!
In parentheses.
Is that?
In parentheses.
That must be...
Parenthetical.
It is.
Again.
Oh my god!
With the little squigglies around it.
Hello, human. It is very nice to meet you. I, the Great Papyrus, Captain of the Royal Guard.
Now he has fingers.
Have been expecting you. I've been awaiting this very moment since yesterday. Do not worry, I am not here to capture you.
That's what they all say.
I'm only here on a very important royal business. I was watering the flowers. My brother Sans was supposed to be here with me. He told me he'd introduce me to you. However, he was napping all night.
Yes, I believe that is called sleep.
And into the morning as usual.
I believe that is called being a Logan.
Who needs 7-hour naps at night? Well, since he won't be waking up anytime soon...
Papyrus, what did you do?
Would you care to go on a date with me? And by date, I mean a friendly friends date. Platonically, as friends. Wait, we can't have a friendly friends date unless we're friends first.
Oh, wow.
I will correct this immediately. Ahem, human. Will you be my friend?
I don't really see a choice in this matter.
We're friends now! Hangout start. With that, Papyrus snatches your hand and runs out the door with you in tow. Oh, it's just like a day with Alex. The world changes around you, turning into a wonderful wonderland of snow framed by the tall pine trees. It surprises you how it got so cold so quick. Papyrus opted to take you on a boat ride to get here. And the whole time, the skeleton rambled about your surroundings.
I just hopped on the boat, went down the river Styx.
As the boat finally drifts to a stop, Papyrus leaps out and gestures around him. Here we are! Thank you, mysterious river person, for going out of your way to drop us off here. You thank the river person as well and step off the boat, your feet crunching into the freshly fallen snow. The hooded figure simply nods.
Cha-la-la. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Or don't. It doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter who is wrong or who is right. Alright, and they push off, the boat rejoining the flow of the river. Papyrus bumbles around you, buzzing with excitement.
Welcome to Snowdon! I hope you like puzzles, human. It is customary for monsters to bombard humans with lots of riveting puzzles of all shapes and sizes.
Oh boy!
For today, I thought it would be fun to begin with a maze.
Sounds amazing!
Do not worry, I will be with you every step of the way. However, that does not mean that I will give anything away. This way! Nyeh! Heh.
You stick close as he leads the way. Despite his energy pouring out in spades, he takes extra care to guide you. The trees begin to overtake the path. For some reason, I feel like if I was voicing Papyrus, I wouldn't be able to resist the urge to just do Skeletor's voice.
Yeah.
He-Man, you must solve my puzzles!
That's what most people do, and it kind of started off that way, but I just kind of made it my own.
And he prays!
Oh my gosh, I did show you that video, right?
I think you did.
And he saves.
Alright, Papyrus's marching comes to a halt.
Well, human, prepare to be impressed and thoroughly bamboozled. I give you the Labyrinth of Twisting Confusion, crafted and created by yours truly. Take all the time you'd like to solve it. And if you get stuck, you can talk to me for encouragement. But know this, I will not reveal the correct answer. So, human, which way would you like to go?
Dennis.
You want to talk to him?
I mean, it's only going to cause more damage to my left ear, but why not?
I thought a maze would be a pretty straightforward puzzle. But I think it's just challenging enough. You tell Papyrus you'd like to go straight. Very well, human. This way.
And he whisks you away down the path you chose. You make your way along the snowy trail, the trees stretching out in front of you. Eventually, you reach another fork in the road.
Here we are at another decision. Which way shall you go?
Oh, I don't know. What's the right way?
I believe in you, human.
My sparkly anime eyes!
I'm sure you'll get this one right.
Yep, I knew.
You tell Papyrus you'd like to go right. Say no more, human. Right we shall go.
I mean, I could do the wrong answers and see what happens there, but we only have so much time. So... And the two of you are racing through the maze again. Papyrus keeps an eye on you the whole way as he jogs by your side, leading you to the next area. And besides, this means that instead of just getting the experience by watching us play, now you have to support the developer by going to the link in the description and downloading Dating Start, an Undertale dating sim fan game visual novel.
That's nice.
Yeah. Papyrus keeps an eye on you the whole way as he jogs by your side, leading you to the next area. You come to a halt as the trail branches once again. You feel Papyrus's soul skipping with excitement.
Here we are, human.
the final part of this maze. I saved something a bit more challenging for the end. This time there are 3 possible paths. So which path would you like to take?
All right, should we just do a random one and see what happens? Or
No, talk to him first.
Okay.
We're at the home stretch. There's really nothing left for me to say. The exit is right over there.
Ah, okay. So, obviously the answer is straight. Because he didn't say it.
Logan?
What? But then again, home stretch could mean...
Logan, just pick something.
I'll do left.
Very well. Shall we?
Papyrus guides you down the path you picked, taking care so you don't get lost. But soon enough, you feel a strange sort of familiarity. You and Papyrus come to a stop.
I'm sorry, human, but you didn't make it through the maze. We're actually back at the beginning. You picked the incorrect path 3 times. Not a single one right.
I'm afraid you'll have to start all over again. Okay, I didn't spoil the thing for you because you just assumed that before I could say, he literally says he will never tell you the correct path.
And I assumed that he was just stupid.
No, he is smarter than you give him credit for.
I'll be right here to help you.
He's just on another level that we can't comprehend. It's like that time that that we played Mario Party, and it was us against the AI, and the AI Luigi was doing so bad in the first half of the game, and we were
then,
just
the last 3 turns.
Yeah, because I was making jokes. I was like, oh man, Luigi's actually really smart. You know, he's just playing on another level where we can't even comprehend, and we think he's stupid because we don't understand him.
And then then in the last turn,
he gets to second place.
And then he gets the bonus stars.
Yeah, but no, he got to second place. He chose to screw me over, even though if he had taken out Rosalina, he would have gotten first place. He specifically chose me, just out of pure malice, I can only assume, and then still won because of the bonus stars!
He was playing on another level.
Because he always wins by doing nothing.
Just remember, I will not tell you the correct answer. Now then, you may attempt to complete the maze again.
You both walk a little further through the area until Papyrus stops once again. He dashes a little ahead of you and throws his arms into the air.
Wowie! You managed to find your way out of the labyrinth of twisting confusion. I knew you could do it. I must say, I'm very impressed with your maze-solving abilities.
Only took me 1 try. Or 2.
The tall skeleton swings you around, his soul practically heating up the frosty air.
Papyrus's soul causes global warming.
After a minute or 2, he sets you back down and clears his throat.
Now, this next puzzle is not made by me. It is made by my brother, Oh, for God's sake, Sans!
On the ground in front of you is a mere piece of paper. You pick it up. It's a crossword.
Oh, man.
Suddenly you feel your personal bubble popped as Papyrus shoves his face next to yours. He looks over your shoulder.
What did he even... A crossword puzzle?
Human, I apologize on behalf of my brother.
He provided you a puzzle so easy, it's insulting.
Hey, listen, you read.
The snow crunches as Sans appears next to his brother. If Papyrus had eyeballs, he would have rolled them far back into his skull. Oh, man.
Oh, so you're finally awake, Sans? How very nice of you to join us. The human and I have already bonded. And we even solved the labyrinth of twisting confusion.
Nice, bro.
Yes, it is very nice. If you would like to accompany us, I was going to see if I could find more puzzles.
Oh, sorry. Puzzles to pick up.
But isn't it about time for you to water the throne room flowers again?
Ugh! You're right!
How could I have almost neglected my duties?
Human, we will pick this up later. Thank you for the wonderful time. And Sans, perhaps you should recalibrate your puzzles. A crossword? Really? It's not even today's crossword puzzle. Were you even doing anything important this morning?
I was doing something very important.
And what would that be?
Mom!
Sleeping.
Oh, wait, no, they're brothers.
Ugh! I don't have time for this.
Papyrus runs off into the air, somehow crossing a non-existent bridge over your head. Just like the game where you remember.
Yeah. And Papyrus no-clipped.
Sans turns his attention to you, a spark of twinkling pride in his eyes. My brother is so cool.
I mean, we all are, because we're in the middle of the snow.
He can defy gravity at will. Anyway, all that running around must have made you hungry.
Sure.
Let's go to Grillby's. It's not too far from here. Especially when I know a shortcut.
Oh, God.
Sans walks on ahead and you follow suit. It doesn't take long for the empty void to embrace you. The lingering scent of snow and pine dissolves into the aroma of grease and sandalwood smoke. The frigid air that once pricked your skin melts with a fireplace's warmth. Patrons are engaging in delightful chatter as the smell of food and drinks entices you. Sans nudges you with his elbow. Fast shortcut, huh? He turns his attention to the patrons, greeting the room with a lazy shrug. Hey, everyone. You trail behind him as he makes his way over to the bar. Various monsters turn to greet him as he walks by. You do.
Oh, God. Hey, Sans! I don't even remember what.
Dogs.
Hi, Sans!
Greetings, Sans.
Drunk.
Hi, Sansy. Sans, weren't you here this morning?
This morning? Nah, couldn't have been me. I could barely get my acetabellum out of bed.
Oh, man. No, that was my evil clone, Snas.
A collective snickering bursts from the group.
Sansy, save that for the show.
Worried I'll turn up bone dry? Relax, I got a ton of material for tonight. A skeleton.
I don't ask me what that was.
Just press the
all right, sorry.
Yes. And the bar transforms from snickering into scattered wheezing, chortling, and head shakes. Apparently they like bad puns in the underground.
Yeah. And unfortunately, we can't take a genocide path to eradicate the puns. I'm just kidding.
And not in this run.
In this run we're good. We're taking the straight and narrow path.
Oh my friend. With a playful little wink, Sans motions to one of the bar stools. Here, get comfy. You climb onto the stool and take a seat. Whoops, watch where you sit. Some weirdos put whoopee cushions on the seats. Anyway, let's order. What do you want?
Both.
You can only have one.
Oh, God.
The most important choice, meat or candy?
Fries aren't candy.
No, it's a reference to Homestuck.
Oh. I mean, the burger probably has more nutritional value, so...
Hey, that sounds pretty good. Sans flags down a humanoid flame monster behind the bar.
Oh, it's Pyron from Darkstalkers.
Groupie, we'll have a double order of burg. Groupie nods and retreats into the back room. It's a little quieter without the sound of crackling flames. Somehow he isn't setting the wooden floor on fire. Sans interrupts your gawking. So, did you have a great time with my bro? Papyrus is very great.
You're not gonna let me select that?
No, why would you lie? Yeah, my brother is the coolest. You'd be cool too if you wore that costume all day.
Would I?
And he's captain of the Royal Guard. Which, in my opinion, is very impressive. The warmth returns as the bartender emerges from the back room. After setting the plates down in front of you, Grilby goes back to cleaning glassware. A golden bun houses the patty, melted cheese oozing from the sides.
Aw, I don't like cheese.
The savory smell invites you to take a big bite. But before you can do so, Sans dangles a bottle in front of you.
Sans, I'm not getting drunk tonight.
You want some ketchup? Pick what you want. You shake your head in a no thank you. Sans shrugs. Well, more for me. In one fluid motion, he tips the bottle into his grin and glugs down the tomato red. It doesn't even dirty his teeth. Setting the bottle down, he eyes you with a hint of curiosity.
Where does the ketchup go? Where's this digestive system?
Well, remember how monster food works? It immediately is transformed into energy. They don't digest it. It's magic. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you something. Do you know what love is? Baby, don't hurt me.
What love is.
Pick what you want.
I've heard that love is a 4-letter word. And never spoken here. So I'm gonna say no.
That's okay. I can give you a quick lesson.
Oh, Sans.
Love
Is a 4-letter word!
It's actually an acronym. It stands for Level of Violence.
That sounds like a typical relationship.
LV for short.
Oh, yeah, we need to shorten this 4-letter word.
Your soul gains it by hurting others.
Wait, my soul? Not my soul!
Not to be confused with love, which is completely different.
That's when you have no points in tennis.
But I'm sure you already know what that is.
No, Sans, I want to know what love is.
I just figured I should tell you how the underground works. You know? Since you're gonna be stuck here with us. You ask Sans what he means by that.
I mean, I'm stuck. You could say I've got rigor mortis.
That poor.
Yeah, that was pretty awful.
Yeah, sorry to be the bearer of bad news. You see, there's a barrier that traps everyone in the underground. And they say the only way to shatter the barrier is with 7 human souls.
7 souls in hand! Oh, sorry.
But you're really the only human around right now.
I'll just clone myself.
We, Asgore, did have 6 souls before you arrived. But then Asgore was destroyed. And the souls in the last human, they all disappeared. Don't worry, we're not going to take your soul. Not even going to lay a scratch on you. And that's not just because of the decree. I promised Toriel I'd watch over any human that fell down here. And since you haven't proven yourself to be anything else, that includes you. Sans pauses a moment, mulling over his next words before speaking again. Look, I hate making promises. But if it makes you feel any better, I'll promise that to you too. Technically, it's just the same promise, but a little more personalized. Sound good? Hopping off the bar stool, he looks to you with open arms, inviting you into a hug.
Well, he's not really looking to me because his eyes are closed.
I promise to look out for you, kiddo.
Once I open my eyes.
You hop down from the bar stool and take a moment to look at him, your hands fumbling at your sides. Then, taking your chance, you wrap your arms around him.
Yes, baby.
Sans bursts into laughter, and you push him away with a snort. Whoopee cushion in the hoodie. That's a new gag I'm working on. Thanks for testing it out. Now what do you say we get out of here? I actually have a favor I need to ask you.
Sans, you're always trying to make whoopee with me.
Oh, dear Lord. Thanks, Grilby. Put it on my tab.
Then he shuffles towards the door and you follow him out.
Sans, your tab is basically the national budget.
Sans, your tab is twice the GDP of the underground. And that's not accounting for inflation.
As you walk along the river, you immediately notice the absence of the glistening white of Snowdon. You can hear the rushing water watching as it cascades over the many ledges that line the caverns. Your footsteps seem to hush, the whispering static lingering in the air. You walk a little further, eventually reaching a small station. It's a reminiscent of a lemonade stand or a hot dog stand. Welcome to Waterfall.
So the human walked up to the lemonade stand and he said to the sands running the stand, "Hey, got any hot dogs?"
I just have a hot cat. Then he waddled away. At my second sentry station. He leans against the sentry post and flashes the laziest jazz hands at you. Ta-da! Pretty neat, huh?
You like jazz?
So, about that favor, it's I really need a favor. I'm actually looking for my telescope.
Well, it would make sense that he does jazz hands. I'm sure Sans likes jazz. I mean, after all, I think he'd be a great trombone player.
He is.
Yeah, I know. I just pun.
Yes. I was hoping you could help me find it. I know it's somewhere here, and we can cover more ground if we split up.
You know what other instrument he likes to play? The xylophone.
One more pun and I'll be done.
That's not a pun, that just rhymed.
Why don't you look for it up ahead?
Alex, you can think of a better punishment than that.
Punderstood.
There we go. Now we'll see who's the real pungent master.
I'll look for it right here. Sand stands behind his sentry post, eye sockets barely keeping open. Yep, you go on ahead. I'll let you know if I find it. This is you. And he slumps over the counter, face down. Upon closer inspection, you can hear snores rumbling from his skull.
I wonder what the inside of his skull looks like.
Nothing.
There's no brain in there,
It's just magic. You decide to press on without him.
If you cracked it open, what would it look like? If it wouldn't be like blood coming out, it'd be like...
He'd probably turn to dust if you did that. You continue on through the waterfall caverns, and the rushing and crashing of the falls calms and quiets into a whisper. The silent sounds of static shuffle through the air. A soft glow emanates from the rocks and water in a strange faded luminescence that dances across every surface. You stop to admire the blue light as it reflects off your skin. Just then, a voice rings out.
Wait. Is this who I think it is?
Yeah.
I'm great! And this is me yelling about how great I am! I'm great! And this is me yelling about how great I am!
You observe your surroundings, but you don't notice a soul. Another voice, meeker in tone, mumbles across the water.
I'm great, and... I'm ugly and I'm proud. I mean, I'm great and...
You could have sworn the voice was right next to you.
Is that what they call it?
And that's when you notice the flowers. All over the marsh are blue flowers. Some are growing by the water, some above along the cavern path. They glow with that same faded luminescence. You notice some of them continue to repeat the words you just heard.
I'm great, and this is me yelling about how great I am. I'm great, and
But eventually the voices fade away as the flowers gossip to each other and to no one in particular.
It's deep.
You remain still, listening to the whispering as it blends in with the babbling of the water.
It's deep underground.
But then you hear another flower softly speaking. Ooh. Ooh. You tiptoe around, trying to find the flower. Behind you. You whip around, only to find a menacing figure stalking its prey. The silhouette smiles, teeth glinting.
You might need some Colgate for those teeth.
It takes
Very
a
yellow.
step forward. And then another.
Dun 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 dun
And
dun
then
dun
another.
dun dun dun.
until it bolts for you. The shadow grabs you in a headlock, and then you feel a fist rubbing into the top of your head. Oh wait, this you.
Ah! Welcome to the underground, punk!
The figure lets you go, erupting with a loud, unruly laugh while you stumble backwards.
You should have seen the look on your face! Also, those pants make it look like she's not wearing pants, but...
I'm wearing nothing at all. Nothing at all.
That was priceless! Hey, Alphys, come over here. It's a human!
Hi. Oh my god. Bart,
Sorry.
I didn't think I was going to meet you so soon. I'm actually not ready for this.
So you must be the human that the Queen texted us about last night. Nice to meet you. I'm Undine.
And I'm Dr. Alphys. I've earned my doctorate, see?
From CGNU, where 1 click equals 1 year. Alright,
Sorry for all the screaming earlier. The echo flowers probably didn't help either.
Alphys, you weren't even screaming! We gotta work on that. Hey, you okay, punk?
I told you the noogie was a bit much.
Lighten up, human. Don't look so terrified. I'm not gonna fight you. Unless it's a fight you're looking for.
Okay, actually go to menu. Save.
Oh, wait, hold on. What?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah. All right, and then then pick whichever one you want.
Let's go!
You tell Undine you want to spar with her. Oh wait, that's you.
Wait, seriously? Her entire stance changes. She bends her knees and pulses into the ground. Her eye glistens as if reflecting your very own determination. You want a showdown, huh? Finally! I've been looking for someone to spar with. But Undine! We shouldn't fight the human, remember? Don't worry, Alphys. I won't treat the human like an enemy. This'll just be a friendly spar. Then I'll win! Undine digs her heel behind her, hunching down and smirking at you. Alright, punk, let's see what you're made of.
Without so much as a ready, set, go, she lunges at you. Do whatever you want.
Quack.
You duck just in time. Her attack barely grazes the top of your head.
Hey, nice dodge! But let's see you take a swing at me! Gimme all you've got!
Do whatever feels right for you. You gently pet Undine on the head. Face. You feel her flinch out of your reach.
What the heck? Oh my god, stop petting your sparring partner! That's not how this works!
She heaves a heavy sigh, her shoulders rolling forward.
You can't say you want to fight me and then pet me instead!
I did not consent! Undine grabs your hand and molds it into a fist.
See? Fist, swing, and I'll dodge said fist. You got that, punk? Okay, now let's have a real spar! Wait!
You and Undine hold your positions as Alphys barrels in between you.
I'm sorry. I know that this is exciting for you both, but we really need to head back to the lab. There's some experiments I need to finish up, and some human history I need to review, and...
Undine looks like she's deflating. She walks over to Alphys and rubs the top of her Lisa Simpson dinosaur head. Alright, Alphys, we'll head back. Nice meeting you, human. We'll pick this up later.
Bye!
Okay, let's stop right there. Go to menu. Load that sucker.
Alright.
Yeah, and so you can see the other option. Yeah, carefully go to load.
Oh, wait, hold on.
And then you gotta click on it. Yeah. Yeah. That's
Hold on, I can save right now.
No.
Okay.
We don't want to save right now. We want
And
to.
then,
We want to.
all right, okay. Let's not.
You tell Undyne you don't want to spar. She relaxes her fists, bringing them to her sides.
Good decision, punk. You probably couldn't beat me anyway.
Undyne, don't be mean.
It's all in good fun, just some good-natured smack talk. You know what? Maybe you can help us out.
I'd rather be smacking something else. Smacking some lips.
Sure, she'd rather be smacking Alpha.
That's what I
okay.
meant.
Okay. We're in the middle of some confidence-boosting exercises for Alfie here. Well, first of all, don't call her Alfie. Honestly, you're lucky you're seeing her at all. She rarely leaves her lab nowadays.
Well, I mean, I just have so much to do, and...
Hey, it's okay. She puts her arm around the scientist, squeezing her against her side. I'm proud of you for stepping outside with me today. Well, maybe not in the current conditions we're living in.
They're underground.
They're underground. Monsters are probably immune.
You are?
Of course I am! That's a huge accomplishment! Isn't that right, human?
You open your mouth to speak, but Undyne slaps you on the back before you can say anything.
Jeez. Of course it is! Anyway, like Alphys kind of mentioned earlier, these echo flowers repeat whatever you say. So we've been using them to fire her up with positive words shouted on repeat. Like this! Watch! Undyne towers over a nearby flower and takes a deep breath. Alphys is awesome and smart and passionate! Alphys is awesome and smart and passionate! The flower starts yelling the same words until they fade into the swishing of the waterfalls. With a grin, Undyne turns to Alphys. Now it's your turn! Say something nice about yourself!
Oh, I'm really nothing special.
Just try!
Baka.
Oh, jeez. Oh, man. Alphys fills her lungs with as much air as she can. I didn't think reptile... Wait, no, she's like a fish. Why would she have lungs?
No, she's a lizard.
Oh, okay. I thought she was a fish. And then, with a crack in her voice, she squeaks. Well then...
Undyne's the fish.
Yeah, Undyne's the fish.
Alphys is the lizard.
Alphys is a dinosaur. So, I mean,
Yeah.
technically she's, like, kind of a bird, but...
I'm Dr. Alphys, and I'm fine!
I'm Dr. Alphys, and I'm fine. Isn't that what the guy says from that human lawyer game you played?
Ace Attorney, baby! Apollo Justice, and I'm fine!
It worked for him.
Maybe we need a new plan of attack.
Maybe we can just try again tomorrow.
I've got it! Alphys, you're passionate about all the nerdy crap you love. That's one of the reasons I think you're so great. Alphys, please tell me why old Star Wars canon is better in at least 5 million words.
Well, you see, it all starts with the Old Republic.
Just plain.
Really? Undyne?
You really want to hear it?
And I think that's the key. To have passion behind your words. You gotta draw passion from what you're already passionate about.
Bringing back Palpatine was the worst decision Disney possibly could have made.
Like Mew Mew Kissy Cutie. And those little packets with the pasta that's not pasta.
Instant noodles?
Yeah, that! And then you've channeled all the energy of everything you love. Then you gotta proclaim your love for the most important thing to you, which is me.
Anime?
Yourself! And me.
Okay, Undyne. I'll try my best.
And if you get stuck, I'm sure the human can help you out. Right, punk? The headlock she's gripped you in only allows you to nod. Come on, Alphys. Don't be scaled.
Logan?
Okay, I'm sorry. Then it's settled. And Undyne releases you. Okay, now first things first. Tell us about one of those things you like. And put everything you have into it.
Okay.
I like Caddy
Yeah.
and Bratty. They're my friends.
Let me tell you why Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith is the greatest film of all time.
Okay, oh man, I gotta think about other nerd topics. Let me tell you why SNK was
Logan.
and
And always will be better at making fighting games than Capcom. Well, I really love,
Alphys turns to you, her eyes pleading, searching for any sort of guidance.
Sonic Mania is the greatest Sonic game of all time.
Well,
Maybe I should state something a little more controversial. Well, literally.
just go.
Okay.
Just read the text script. You
Mew mew,
maroon.
kissy cutie. You utter the words,
Mew mew.
but you don't get a chance to finish speaking.
Mew mew kissy cutie is my favorite!
Alphys is engaged pure geek mode.
It's really, really touching. It's about friendship and learning to love yourself for who you are.
Oh, okay, alright, sounds like Evangelion.
Mew Mew has cat ears, which she's kind of sensitive about. But then she learns it's okay if she's different. And also, it's okay if the cat keeps bumping the microphone stand. Cat, stop! That was a spoiler. Well, maybe we could watch it together sometime.
Alphys and I have watched the first one like 50 times already.
Mew Mew Kissy Cootie 2 is garbage, except in the Deltarune universe.
She really gets into it. I still can't believe you humans have giant swords!
Anime is real.
Yeah, Soul Calibur is definitely real.
It's the best thing ever. I really, really love it.
Alphys puts a hand to her chest and takes a deep breath. You feel that inside your soul, Alphys.
Yes. Am I getting sick?
No! That's your unbridled passion! That's love for something you enjoy! And if you enjoy it, that means it's a part of who you are! So if you can love a part of you, you can love all of you!
Wow.
Yeah, it's deep. It's deep underground.
Stop that.
Alphys jumps a bit, clutching onto your arm to ground herself. To underground herself.
I mean, when you put it that way.
Now take a deep breath. And shout your love for the most important thing in your world!
Okay, I love.
Alphys desperately glances your way, unsure of what to say.
You can save here if you want to see all the options.
Or
Do you want to? Okay, just a heads up. The timeline this takes place in is one where the human never went back to do a full pacifist route and do the true lab and all that. So they never profess their love for each other, and she's still hiding all those.
Oh, that
monsters.
makes it even better.
She still has all those monsters in her metaphorical closet.
That means it's gonna be even better.
And Asgore's dead.
Yeah. You lean into Alphys and whisper. Her nerves jolt her, and she doesn't even stop to question it.
I love Undyne!
I love Undyne.
Wait, I don't. I mean, I do.
Wait, what?
Undyne, I'm sort of, kind of
like you. Like a lot. And I'm sorry if this is really weird or if this is too much. You're so cool and you're so strong and you're so confident and
I love you too! Jeez. Sorry, I had to do some Alphys ASMR. The A in ASMR stands for Alphys.
You do?
Aww.
Undyne gathers Alphys in her arms and squeezes her tight. Of course I love you, you nerd! I wouldn't be hanging out with you if I didn't like you. Yeah, it's nerdy crap, but it's your nerdy crap! So keep loving your nerdy crap! Relaxing her grip, she looks Alphys in the eyes, searching them for something. But, you need to learn to like yourself, too. I know it's easier said than done, but I'm here for you, Alphys.
Undyne!
I guess you could say that
Adopt a nerd today. You gotta learn to love nerds,
I guess
too.
you could say that Alphys has an undying love for her fish waifu. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I'll do my best.
To do my
That's
duty.
the spirit. Aw, jeez, it's about that time, huh?
Yes, it is. There's some experiments I need to finish up, and some human history I need to review, and...
Looping you in one more headlock, Undyne gives you a goodbye noogie. Thanks for helping me with Alphys, human!
Yes, thank you. It was very helpful.
See ya, punk!
Goodbye.
I figured we wanted to see both options, because both of those were really cool.
You hear the pitter-patter of their steps and chitter-chatter of their conversations bounce across the cavern, until eventually they fade in with the static of the echo flowers. You decide to continue on. You traverse deeper through the caverns. Water droplets trickle onto your face, cooling your cheeks. Well, at least they're
My
the ones
cheeks-
on my face.
My cheeks are so warm right now.
Timmy, let me pinch your cheeks. I hope she means the ones on my face. Above you, all around you, up and down and all around, the ceiling twinkles in a faded, perpetual twilight. Your eyes look up, but everything is too out of reach for your gaze. Investigating the room, you come across a telescope. How convenient. This must belong to...
Looks like you found my telescope.
Sand slides into your DMs, slides in next to you. Where he came from, you have no idea.
Hey, kiddo. Thanks for finding this for me.
Oh, wrong button.
By the way, I knew it was here. Yeah, that's right. Just a wild goose chase. I just figured I'd nap a bit before finding it. So, now that we found it, you want to use it? I normally charge for such a premium telescope. But because I know you, I guess I can let you use it for free. How about it?
Yeah, let's look at the ceiling.
You take a look through the telescope. But all you see is red. You look to the left. Red. You look to the right. Still red. Pulling away, you can see the world again. Along with Sand's impish smirk. You know, red looks good on you, kiddo.
How do you like that prank I pulled? Did it get you angry? Did it get you seeing red? Sorry.
I think it's perfect. Now you know how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
You raise an eyebrow at Sans, wondering what he means. Walking over to a nearby part of the river, you steal a glance at your reflection. And that's when you see it, a red ring around your eye.
A red clickbait thumbnail circle.
Oh, even better! You shoot Sans a look, but he doesn't see it.
Oh, I have a reticle for targeting.
He's preoccupied cackling his skull off. Ew. Yeah.
Better make a joke at him to knock him down a peg, you know. Just some light ribbing, you know.
Please stop. If you would have taken a nap like I did, your eye wouldn't be so red. You splash your face with water and rub the marking off.
Dry red eyes.
His snickering dies down and he walks over to you. I can't help it, kiddo. You're too fun to tease.
Okay.
With his hoodie sleeve, he gently dries your eyes. It's soft and puffy, and it smells like snow. And ketchup. Once your face is nice and dry, his hand retreats into his pocket. Waterfall is actually really nice. It's pretty much like a cave. Except the rocks on the walls and ceiling are the stars of the underground. And if you pay close attention, your soul can hear passing conversations. Some monsters even make wishes. Some wish for everyday things like a nice hat or someone to play fetch with.
Arf, arf.
Others wish for deeper, personal things. Company, praise, strength, confidence, freedom. Wow, wait, go back actually. You press the back thing. Back again. Company, Toriel, praise, papyrus, strength, undyne, confidence, Alphys, and freedom. Asgore, obviously.
Yeah.
That,
You know, You know what Sans wishes for?
What's that?
He just wishes for someone to throw him a bone.
Logan, my Logan, your puns are terrible. That last word leaves with an exhale, and the echo flowers simply repeat it. Once they're done, he continues. Anyway, you want to listen? Maybe we'll hear something juicy. You stay still, trying to hear something distinct from the static. Sans looms over an echo flower, examining each petal. A warm sensation tickles your soul. At first you only hear the ever-present static. But then you hear the gossamer whispers. A wish, perhaps? I wish. It grows louder and louder. I wish. Until finally, the flowers surrounding you echo the words loud and clear. I wish I was the legendary Fart Master.
Do you have to be granted that title?
Yes.
Thou art given the title of Legendary Fart Master.
You pull away, your head snapping in the direction of one Sans the skeleton and his mischievous chuckling.
Sans, you don't even have a colon to fart with.
Why are you giving me that look, kid? You don't think it's serious? That's almost secret, triple secret code word serious. Remember? Remember the secret code words? Almost. I have other code words that are way more serious.
Okay.
But if I told you outright, they wouldn't be a super secret megalo secret code words, would they?
And I'd have to kill you.
What are the code words? Whichever one you want. Sorry, that's classified information, kiddo. It's between me and whoever I tell my code words to. Those are for people I trust my soul with. Maybe if you're good enough Fart Master one day, I'll tell you one.
Well, if only Wario fell down.
Sans snorts, trying his best to hold in his laughter while you pout at him. I want to be the ultimate legendary Super Saiyan Fart Master.
I'm sorry I made you sad.
Thunder cheeks.
Have a shoulder blade to cry on.
Gosh dang it.
And then he shifts his gaze back to the ceiling. To be honest, this isn't the best place to make wishes. I'd show you where exactly, but I don't want to bore you. Besides, I should get going. You're making me late to my other gig. Good thing I know a convenient shortcut. Shall we? Sans shuffles along towards the entrance of the next room.
Yep.
You follow behind until your senses are swallowed.
Sans has a lot of jobs, doesn't he?
Yeah, remember Undertale?
He really works his fingers to the bone.
Oh my gosh. And you know, when I think about it, we know that Sans is like the last monster you meet before you reach Asgore, and if you killed everyone, he'll wreck you. But when you think about it, he's also their very first line of defense, because his station is the very first one in Snowdin from the ruins.
So.
And remember, he said that if he hadn't made that promise to Toriel, we'd be dead where we stand.
So
if he hadn't made that promise, he'd be the most dangerous thing.
Yeah. So he'd immediately kick our tailbone. Man, I had something else I was gonna say, but now I'm like...
But I forgot.
Yeah.
Okay, shut up, Mr. Cat.
You know, whenever Sans walks out, he might as well say Pelvis has left the building.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
The underground is basically a huge tunnel, but with these skeletons, it's like a carpal tunnel.
Logan, you're about to ruin this part of the game.
Okay.
When the world returns, you're greeted with the sound of glasses clinking and the chatter of soft conversation. Sans nudges your side, tilting his head towards the tables. I'll meet up with you soon, kiddo. Why don't you go find us a seat for now, okay? There's something I need to take care of first. Deciding to follow his suggestion, you scan the room for somewhere to settle. A reserved card with the name Sans catches your attention. and you take a seat just as a spotlight hits the stage at the front of the restaurant. A tall, lanky robot claims the light, the beams reflecting off the metal. Hello, darlings and gentle darlings! Sorry about the dreadful wait, but you know what they say.
The more the merrier!
The anticipation can be just as delicious sometimes.
Put that tongue back in your mouth.
After all, tonight we have someone you all know well. As much as I know you hate for me to leave the stage, I am happy to introduce our very own hilarious comic, Sans! Nah. The audience erupts with claps and cheers. And you can't stop smiling as none other than Sans the Skeleton takes center stage. Knock their socks off, Sansy! The robot exits stage right. And Sans walks up to the microphone while he peers into the crowd.
Alright, just let me get ready. Cracks knuckles. Sorry.
Hey, The audience greets him back in a chorus of,
Hiya,
Sansy! Thanks for being here, everybody. You know, I thought about canceling today. I was so bone tired. But I think you'd have a bone to pick with me if I didn't make the night humorous.
Cat, what are you doing? Oh my god, the music.
Yeah, it's Megalovania elevator music, because he's fighting these people.
Oh my god, yes.
The crowd is a mixture of snickers and groans. But the atmosphere is a joyful one.
More like Snickers and Bones.
The smiles on each monster's face are testimony to it. Don't worry, there's a ton more where that came from. One of the audience members shouts, A skeleton? Nah, we're at MTT, guys. So it's more of a metaton!
He did it! The mad lad did it!
Logan, what's with that face?
Oh, man.
And so it begins as the laughter of the audience drowns the remaining silence. My, a pun using my name? Oh, yes. Now, before I get into more jokes, there's a serious matter we have to address. Did you know that there was a kidnapping at Toriel's school? A collection of gasps scatters through the crowd. But Sans chuckles into the microphone to calm the concern. Don't worry, everything's okay. The kid woke up. The audience breaks once again, the initial shock sparking into laughter, electrifying the room.
Calm down, Sans. You're gonna break everyone's laugh boxes.
Speaking of which, I started my day pretty late.
Very late. So late, I'm dead.
Stop that.
The late... Okay.
Surprising, right? Well, anyone who knows me immediately knows that I'm great in bed. I befriended Toriel after all.
Yeah, I was gonna say...
In the Deltarune timeline.
Just ask Toriel.
Sans turns to you with a wink. I can sleep for days. Everyone else doesn't seem to notice where he's looking, lost in their own sea of snortles. The back and forth goes on throughout the set. And the laughter never dies for too long, bursting back to life again and again after each punchline. The smug grin stays fixed on Sans' face, regarding the crowd as his playground.
I guess you could say that Sans has a tendency to make funny bone jokes.
Oh my god, Logan! Why?
And it's a playground he knows exactly how to play in.
Okay.
Eventually, Sans reaches the end of his set. But the rowdy laughter of the audience seems to be far from over.
Wow, you guys are going wild. We're gonna have to lock you all in a cage. A rib cage!
He raises his voice above the noise. Well, that's it for me. You've been great. Have a sensational night. The rain of cackles is met with a thunder of applause. And in the blink of an eye, he's gone. He isn't there anymore. But the laughter still is. It continues to ebb and flow, crashing against the walls and back into the ocean of the audience. Soon enough, the laughter fades back into conversational chatter, and you finally have a moment to your thoughts. The events of today play a silent movie in your mind. Some parts stand out more than others. But before you can dwell any longer, someone pulls you from your reverie. Hey, you. You're looking kind of bonely, kid. Guess I'll just have to join you. Sans takes a seat at the table, sitting across from you.
Oh, jeez.
Thanks for treating me to dinner, by the way.
Maybe I should stop making these puns. Alex gets kind of mad at me. I think it could put a real sprain on our relationship. We might break up.
Nah, I'm kidding. Luckily, I have a special reservation because I performed tonight. This place is so uppity. Even the silverware has to be reserved separately from the table. We don't even get a mint. You stare at the tablecloth and the candle that adorns the table. The candle emits a peaceful glow, dimming the rest of the world until it's just you and Sans. Just you and Sans. So, what do you think of the underground?
Is this what everyone sees before they die?
It's pretty great, isn't it? The monsters down here, the love they possess, not the all caps love, just
Not the
so you know.
level of violence, E.
It really makes this place feel like home. You can see it in the way they act. They really do care. Take Toriel, for example. Toriel really does care about everyone, humans and monsters. She's doing everything she can to bring hope to all of monster kind. And she's compassionate towards any humans that fall down here. Undyne is pretty fiery, isn't she? Even if she's not the captain of the Royal Guard anymore, she still keeps that passion on full display. After all, she's trying to keep everyone strong and motivated. Especially, Alphys really tries her best not to lock herself away in her lab.
Undyne's trying to help her
Come out.
grow a
of the...
backbone.
I was about to say come out of the closet.
No,
but...
I was making a bone pun.
You can tell there's something weighing heavily on her mind. But she's pushing her research efforts in order to bring monsters back to the surface. And Papyrus, well, we already talked about that. My brother is the coolest. He just wants everyone to like him. They all seem fond of you. You've got a certain tenderness in your soul. I like that about you, kiddo.
That's the sort of tenderness that's really good in the kind of human meat that you'd have inside a pie.
Logan, I swear I will fight you.
Okay.
Hey, you've been really quiet. Why don't you tell me what's on your mind? You try to steady your breath and you clasp your hands underneath the table. Right now, the tablecloth is the most interesting thing. You focus on it while your mind wrestles with the idea of even speaking. Oh my gosh, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Go the frick back!
Why?
I mean, if you want to, just save first.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Go.
Hold on.
Save that, because jeez Louise, kid. Oh, jeez.
I love you.
You take a deep breath, lips quivering, chest burning. You try to swallow, but your throat is too dry. Your mouth opens, a silent "I" that fears to be heard. Sans lowers his voice, giving you an encouraging nod. Kiddo? That tiny bit of coaxing fills you with determination, and the words become a whirlwind. You tell Sans that you love him. His grin never falters, but his eyes tell all. The pause of time between now and what's coming next is too much. Your soul sinks. But then he speaks. Hey there, buddy. That's flattering and all, but I don't see how you can be that in love with me.
I don't know, Sans. Have you seen the internet?
Especially considering we've never met before.
They seem to love you a lot.
A love like that needs a bit more. That doesn't mean we can't try this again. He gets up from the table and you feel your soul being pulled along with him, but that thread of a feeling snaps and you settle back into your seat. The skeleton stuffs his hands back into his pockets. It's only now you notice how cold your soul feels. So many words left unsaid. So many actions left undone.
Left undone. I'm sorry.
Why couldn't you act on any of it? Take care of yourself, kid. 'Cause someone really cares about you.
But not me.
Not in that way. You can only sit there as Sans takes his leave, and he disappears once he's far enough away. But you swear as he was walking away, your soul could still feel him glancing back at you.
Golly, you must be really desperate if you're looking for love with Smiley Trash Bag.
Oh, man.
You really thought he was going to love you back just like that? Love at first sight? You idiot! Your soul must feel so broken. Aw, don't look so upset. Your best friend Flowey knows you don't have to be alone in your pain. After all, you're not the one with the breakable soul, aren't ya? I'm just saying, love is an option.
And it's also an open door.
Let me tell you something about that skeleton. He doesn't leave his soul vulnerable.
It's hard to love people when you don't have a heart. Because you're just a skeleton.
I would know.
With no circulatory system.
I've tried to rip it apart. Hasn't worked out. I know you won't bear his soul to me. After all, why would anybody let their guard down around someone without a soul? But you and your soul, you're different. There's a trait beyond your determination that I can't quite place. I bet you anything that Smiley Trash Bag noticed it too.
Oh my god.
And if that's the case, there might be a chance for you.
Smiley Trash Bag!
He calls him that in the actual game too.
I guess I forgot.
Well, we never came across it because you have to beat like the neutral playthrough, and because Flowey doesn't fight you after the first time,
like
he'll just tell you things.
Baldy nose hair of Undertale.
He just might let his guard down. You know, that second chances exist in this world, right? The ability to start all over again. The power to reset, if you will. I wonder how you'll use it.
Go to continue. No, just say I'm glad we're friends.
Okay.
You think about all the pranks that Sans pulled on you today. They spark in your soul, and soon enough you're smiling to yourself. Which sprouts into giggles. Which blossoms into laughter. Love leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. And the solo of laughter becomes a duet with Sans chuckles along. Kid, what's so funny? You tell Sans that you're glad you're friends and you're happy you met him. His smile widens. Well, I'm glad I met you too. It's been fun. And, hey, maybe we can do this again sometime. I mean, you're gonna be stuck here for a while. Might as well make the most of it, right? Sans gets up from the table, his hands retreating back into his pockets. Well, I'm gonna get going. This place is too fancy for me. It's Metaton's hotel, though, so I guess it's supposed to be fancy, I guess. But can you really call this a hotel? You snicker and say you don't know. You didn't receive a mint on your pillow or anything. Sans snorts, laughing with you once again. If it fills you with determination.
Hey, you know what Sans' favorite type of bird is?
What?
A cranium.
Get on with it. And though the laughter eventually fades, you're left with the radiating feeling of his soul smiling. Take care of yourself, kid. Because someone really cares about you. You can only sit there as Sans takes his leave, and he disappears once he's far enough away. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. Whereas your soul could still feel him glancing back at you.
You just wanted to be friends with Smiley Trashbag? Gee, you must be really desperate. Well, if that's all you wanted, I guess you got it. Congratulations! Nothing more for you to do, but you and I both know that you wanted more than friendship. After all, you tried to confess your feelings to him first.
Oh,
Did
no.
you really think that this path would get you closer to him? I'll be over here when you decide to change your mind. Because I'm 99% sure you will change your mind. I already told you about the power to reset. Did you forget? Well, I'm not going to remind you again.
Well, that's all the time we have for today, guys.
Yes.
We will be back with one more episode where we will complete this in a second run, I think.
Yeah.
I think we can do that. But check this game out. It's free to download. Links in the description. And thank you once again, Derpy Chocho, for making this. This is just beyond amazing.
Yeah.
All right. Bye.
Bye.